Good morning, student. Today we will continue our lesson number 1 in civics, that is democracy. So, student, hope so. Whatever I till now I have taught you, you all have gone through it and have tried to understand it. So, let's start the another topic of this chapter. So, student, till now we have learnt about what is the meaning of the democracy. Okay, how it is working and what are the two related words of the democracy. Then we have learnt about in the related to the Indian term and the development of the democracy in the term of the Britain, America and the France. Okay, then student, I have explained to you the different forms of the government, that is including the absolute monarchy, constitutional monarchy, dictatorship, military dictatorship. So these all things we have understood till now. Then afterwards, when I have explained to you the main thrust of democracy, it means what are the features of the democracy, what are the essential components of democracy. That is, the first constitution is there. Okay, and without the constitution the democracy cannot be complete. It means the constitution having the great role in the term of the democracy. Then here is the vital role of the people in decision making, because the people are only electing their government, their representatives. So that's why there is the great role of people in the decision making. Then is when afterwards I explain to the equality and law, rule of law. It means in the eye of the constitution all people are equal. Okay, and there is some provisions given here, those who are the lower caste people, those who are some marginalization people, marginalized people in the society. So for them there is given equality law. And then the most important is the rule of law. What is the rule of law is there? It means if you take this rule of law, so it is explaining to you that the idea of the equality is based on the principle of the rule of law. The rule of law means that every person in the country, from the president to farmer, is bound by the same laws and given to the same treatment. Okay, so these things is given here. So rule of law, what is the meaning of rule of law? It means all people are equally treated, all people will be equally treated in the eye of constitution. That may be the president of a country and that may be the common farmer, it means the common people. It is rule of law. Okay, so equality is based on the rule of law in the eye of the constitution. Before the law all people are equal. Now afterwards, when I explained to you the problem inequality, okay, what was the problem in earlier time in our society, that I have explained to you. Then something I explained to you, the fight against inequality. So it had been, first of all, many people are there in the society still also. Okay, so according to the teaspoon before independence and during that time, Mahatma Gandhi and Bhimrao Ambedkar, they were the two main person, those who have fought for the lower caste people, because they were not equally treated in the society. They were having the great discrimination because they were belonging to a lower caste. So there was the system of the untouchability. Okay, so friend, so this I have explained to you. Now today you will learn about the what are the provisions are given in the constitution. Okay, in the Indian constitution, what is the different provisions are given there. So now we will understand about it today. Okay, so we are going to learn about it. Just it is given here, constitutional provisions. It means there are some objectives of the Indian constitution to bring about equality. It has many provisions in order to achieve equality. Let's discuss about them. First of all, Article 15. Article 15, student, they are the different articles. Okay, and in 8th standard you will study about all the things, how many articles and the schedules are given there. So there is a chapters are there. Okay, understood, student? So in the article number 15, so what is given, what the things are given here, it is provides Discrimination on ground of the religion, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. It means this Article 15 is given, what the provision is given here, it is explaining to you there will be no discrimination on behalf of the religion, race, caste, sex. Sex means gender wise. It means either we are the male and the female. Okay, so this is explaining you, just we can understand about the article 15. First of all, the state shall not discriminate against any citizen on ground only of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. It is the explanation of the article 15. Okay, state means this is indicating to the particularly your state or the especially for the nation. So on behalf of that one, there will be no discrimination. Either the people is belonging to any caste or any race or any gender. He is female and she is female, like this way. Okay, so now let's see what are the other provisions are given here. Second is explaining to you, no citizen shall on ground of religion, race, caste, sex, place or birth of them be subject to any disability, liability, restrictions or the conditions with regard to. It means on behalf of this, if suppose the people is belonging to any race, any religion or any special birthplace, so there will be no any kinds of the disability, liability and any kinds of restrictions for them. Suppose access to the shop, public restaurants, hotel, place of public entertainment. It means the place will be open for all the people. Then second, the use of wells, tanks, bathing ghats, roads and places of public resort maintained wholly and partly out of states funds or dedicated to the use of general public. So student, just you have to understand what article 15 is explaining. Article 15 explaining there will be no discrimination on behalf of, so that's why this is the only explanation of the article 15 only. Okay, it means according to this one, nobody will be um, treated as a differently in the society. Either they are belonging to any kind of the caste, religion, or they are belonging to any place. Okay, so now what is the article 16 is explaining to you. Article 16 is explaining to you equality of opportunity in matter related to the public employment or appointment to any office under the state. So article 16 is explaining to you all the people of the country. Okay, just I'm explaining, either they are belonging to any caste, any religion, so they will get the equally right for the employment. Employment means for the job and any kinds of appointment in the government sector, in the private sector, so there will be no any kinds of discrimination for them. Then what is the meaning of article 17? Article 17 is explaining about the untouchability. Okay, earlier just I explained to earlier, so there was the untouchability system in the society, but article 17 is explaining about it that there will be no any kinds of discrimination on behalf of the touch in peace caste system. There will be no system of the untouchability. If anybody will use this one, so they have to pay the some cost. Okay, now untouchability is an offense punishable in accordance with the law. It means if we will treat anybody that he and she is untouchable person or anyone in the society, you will treat like this, so they have to pay the cost. Okay, it is the totally against the law. So it is given here an offense punishable in accordance with the law, it is given here. Now next, the government has also passed laws to ensure the people with disabilities abilities are given equal opportunities. 1955 Disabilities Act was passed by the Government of India, which states that persons with disabilities have equal right. Okay, if anybody with disabilities, so that also had given he and she also get us equally rights. So it has been issued in the 1955. Now student, another thing also it is explaining to you. Then the government is trying to implement the equality that is the guaranteed in the constitution through many programs, schemes, different ones, such like the midday meal scheme in one of the such other program that have the aim to promoting greater equality and ensure that the poor children enroll in school and started them regularly. So student, we have heard the name the midday meal. Okay, it is especially the government schools, these things are providing. Why? What is the main objective of the midday meal? So that the poor children can enroll, because some they are having the some food problem at home. So that's why the government have given some attraction to them, so that they can enroll in the school, they can teach, they can learn, sorry, they can learn in the school, and they may be get some food in the school. Okay, and they can be attend the school regularly. Then next, some states have cheap housing schemes, so that underprivileged can afford to buy homes. Okay, so this also some kinds of the cheap schemes are also have provided for the um, poor people, so that they can get their home. Then Narega is also provides employment to the poor people in the needs of job. Okay, so this also Narega is also related to the this one had been started by the Dr. Manmohan government. Okay, so according to this one, it means the people can get the job. It means at least 100 days in a year they should be get the some work by the government side, and they can uh, have some support for their livelihood. Okay, students, so in this way we can understand, and in the term of the equality also is given in the term of the world. Students, just in the earlier I explained to you, not only our country, but also the like the other country like the United States of America, the African Americans. Okay, they also fought for the their equality. Okay, such the Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. The Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. According to this act, discrimination on the basis of race, religion, nationality was prohibited. So, student, in this way we can understand equality. This was not subject to a country. In maybe earlier you have learnt about it, that there were the different kinds of discrimination for the voting system also. Even though in the developed country in the America also, the women get after many years the right to for the vote. Okay, so in throughout the world also, that's why when our country adopt the Indian constitution, so they have given the equal provisions, equal rights to all human being, all citizen. Okay, whether they are belonging to any caste, religion, and the gender. So student, in this way we can understand here the last one. It is given the picture of Martin Luther King. So what Martin Luther King Jr. is explaining to you, student, you have to learn and understand more about. You have to search about who was the Martin Luther King. So I have a dream one day the nation will be rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We told these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Martin Luther King. So he had given these great lines for the equality. So student, in this way you can understand. You can just search more about him, who was a Martin Luther King. Okay, so student, there are the lots of things about it. So hope so whatever today I have explained to you, you will go through. Okay, rest of the things already we have talked. Today the new thing I have explained to you, the constitutional provisions. Other rest of the things which I something I recapitulate, that is completed today. Only the thing is there, that is the constitutional provisions. It is something is given here. There are many articles in the Indian constitution, but you have to understand especially the article number 15, the 16 and 17. These are the giving some provisions. There are also more others. Okay, 18 is not there. 18 is a different provision. 19 also is giving that is a freedom. Okay, you have to understand, especially the 15, 16, 17, they are explaining to you the equality provisions. Just I have explained to you, student, on behalf of the caste, creed, the sex, and the race, all people will be equally treated in the country, whether they are belonging just to any other. Same thing I explained to you what the meaning of Article 16. It is giving the equal rights for the employment, for the job. Any person can, suppose if I am willing to do a teacher job, okay, so that for that, if I am capable, I have some all kinds of the necessary document, so I can start my teaching. Nobody can be stop me. I can apply for the private sector, I can apply for the government sector. So student, you have to understand. Then article 17 explain to you the provision of the untouchability. It means there will be no any term of the untouchability in the society. Nobody can use this term. Okay student, so in this way, not only this much, the government also have started so many other schemes, that is to make some equal conditions in the country and to reduce the discrimination system in the country, like the midday meal. So all people, the children who is belonging to any upper caste, lower caste, they can come to school for their study and they can get their meal in the school also. Then here also I have given some, it means some cheap home schemes are there so that people can build their home their own way. Then Narega system, it is a guarantee of the 100 days people in a year so that they can be worked for their livelihood. So student, in this way you can just understand about the topic, whatever from the starting you have learned, we have just what your teacher have taught you. So thank you student, have a nice day.